Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista back to do the weekly reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know your Moon and Rising sign Aries, there's a link in the description box where you can find your whole birth chart, and that way if you want additional information for the week on top of your Sun sign reading today, you can always look at your Moon and Rising sign readings. So this is for the sign of Aries, and it's for the week of August 1st to August 8th. And I will be doing the same spread I did last week. I'll be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for a 5-card spread. We're looking at general messages for your sign today in terms of what you need to know for the week. And then as always, we'll be drawing an additional card from each of the Healing with the Angels Tarot and the Medicine card Tarot. So Aries, this is a general reading. Whatever is most prominent in your life this week, I'll encourage you to apply these messages to, and hopefully you find them helpful and healing. So what does Aries need to know? What does Aries need to know? Looking for 5 jumper cards today. All right. Honestly, I think you had that in your last spread or one of the last spreads. So the central position so far, Aries, is the No Place Like Home card. Before commenting too much about each individual card, before getting all 5 out together and getting a general conceptual idea of what's going on here, let's get 4 more cards out. Oops. Oops. They're coming out in these big clumps here. So let's just get 3 more jumper cards. All right, just 1 more card to go, Aries. If we don't get one in the next, say, 30 seconds, I'll pull from the center of the deck for you and get the reading started. Oops. Got a little pile of them there. I'm going to keep going till I get 1 card in the next, say, 3 or 4 shuffles. One more card for Aries. All right, we have 3 turn up there together. I'm going to go 3 more times, and without a jumper, I'll pull from the center of the deck for you. All right. Sweet. Okay, so we've got your 5 cards as promised, Aries. Let's look at the cards in their individual position for you. And then I'm just going to take a second to get an overall sort of bird's eye view of what's going on, and then we'll look at them one by one together. Okay, so in the central position, as I mentioned at the beginning, the No Place Like Home card represents you or your state of mind currently as a general theme this week, Aries, and it's the No Place Like Home card. It's a really beautiful, gentle, calm, serene card to have, very loving. In the energy that you are just leaving or bringing into the week, we have the Breathe card. This is a real state of Zen for you. It's a great deal of mindfulness happening here. In the what is working for you position, we have the Clean It Up card. In what is working against you or something you need to become aware of, it's the Peace card. And your probable outcome card is the card by the book. So, as promised, as a general theme here, what appears to be going on is a great deal of emotional and even spiritual cognizance. There's an understanding here that not only are you aware of how you induce peace and tranquility as opposed to chaos and disorder in your own world through your thoughts and imagination, um, but you as the master of that is responsible for it. And knowledge is one thing, applying knowledge is quite another. And I think that's what's happening here for you, Aries. I think you've known this or have been knowledgeable of this for an enormous amount of time, and you might have even applied it in other areas of your life. But this week, for a difficult or an out of ordinary situation, not necessarily chaotic, but for a new situation, this is how you're applying this frame of mind. And you're going to find it succeeding well for you, and it's going to feel as though you've developed this personal sense of power, a new personal sense of power this week. So I'm really happy to see this for you. And in the probable outcome card, if you continue this way throughout the week, is by the book. And by the book, kind of its main theme here is just going by the rules, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, making sure you're ticking off the boxes. It doesn't have to be work related, but whatever this theme is here related to in a general sense, you're going to want to do things by the book in order to bring, I believe, more Zen into your life, to not complicate things in order to move on to something that's grabbing your attention currently. So let's look at these individually. Just to, as an aside, briefly, there's nothing heavy here. I like interpreting for my viewers if there's anything extraordinarily heavy or daunting feeling or energy-wise, but that's not going on here. So there's a great deal of even levity and peace going on here for you this week, Aries. So congratulations. So as you can see, one of the main themes of this card is, of course, the color. Purples, anything mauve, purple, etc., is extremely um, spiritual, right? It's an ascended master color. It's the blending of two uh, main theme colors, the blue and the red. So it's an extremely powerful color. We've got the spiral in the background, and the house is sort of suspended out of chaos, out of interruption, out of intrusion, etc. You're really feeling like family and the family construct, whatever that means for you. It could mean friends. Let's say you're not close to your birth family or blood relatives. Whomever you consider family, they could be workmates, right? They could be vagabonds if you're a traveler. Whomever is close to you, this is who you're feeling closest to this week, and whom you feel safest with, and you consider part of your family, part of your home. So this is a really beautiful, peaceful place to be. It also means that you're able to extend this. If you're being invited into this sense of peace and contentedness, beautiful. You don't take it for granted. On the other hand, you are more than able to provide this for someone else or for another group of people, and it brings you the same type of feeling. It's a gorgeous feeling to have, okay? To be grateful and to be gracious. And this is what's going on here, whether someone is bringing it into your life or you're um, applying it or sort of projecting it into someone else's life, they're going to feel so at home and so welcomed. And this is the whole point here. So just beautiful to see that there is your main theme. In the energy that you're just leaving or bringing into the week is the Breathe card. Like I said, this is probably one of the most zen cards of the deck. You can see she's surrounded by blue. This is a very peaceful sort of cerulean blue. There's a great deal of imagination, possibly even emotion here, but it's very zenned out. This is a peaceful place to come from in regards, especially because of the position it's in. You're bringing this into the week. This means essentially that whatever has caused any upset on any level in your recent or distant past has been dealt with so successfully that you can now apply this methodology into anything that brings these types of upset, and they're guaranteed to be temporary upset. But you can handle anything is what's going on here. So very beautiful to see this. You can rely on yourself. You can trust yourself from a higher place. This isn't base level anything. This is high. This is ascension level thinking and doing. So really beautiful to see this here, Aries, because particularly for a fire sign and for a cardinal sign, it's and you're a fire sign. So there's a lot of go, go, go behind your the Aries entity, behind the essence of an Aries, and to have this much calm and family and sort of zenning out really speaks to a lot of work that you really would have done personally to ascend those types of um, base applications. Not that they're bad, not that they need to be done away with. These are important parts of your essence, but there's another way of going about them and applying them, and that's what I'm seeing here. In the what's working for you position is the clean it up card. This is basically about getting rid of what isn't working for you. That's its essential meaning here. And I honestly believe this is more, and again, because it's a general reading, if you are literally cleaning out a closet or a basement, great, keep it up. But if this is a spiritual or an emotional matter here, you really are getting to the root of what has been holding you back, and you are refusing to remain its victim. You are refusing to be at the bottom of anything this week, Aries. So really beautiful to see this here. This is working for you. And like I said, the breathe and the clean it up card could really easily be working together in tandem this week. It could be that this getting rid of this baggage, so to speak, is leading to this type of energy, or this energy is leading to this type of, good riddance type energy here. So all the same, really beautiful to see for you. I do feel like it's going to add to a sense of lightness. You're going to feel lighter and just better and happier and able to appreciate the moment. In what's working against you or something you need to become aware of is the peace card. I think there is an element of peace that is available to you that perhaps you might be overlooking, or you might be trying to find issue with. There could be a matter of like I said, you've done all the work here. This is a great deal of effort, and there could be some sort of creeping back or a tiptoe into what wasn't working for you, or maybe looking so far into the past instead of how you overcame something, the thing you overcame. And if the focus here is on how you've overcome something versus what it was you overcame versus the error or the problem, etc., I think this will help ease your mind in an enormous way. So the lesson here, I believe, Aries, is to pay attention to how you accomplished awareness or a sense of gratitude or peacefulness or success, etc., over an issue versus the issue itself. And I think that this will help lead you to even greater feelings and experiences of peace. You deserve this, Aries, even if you don't think you do, or you feel like maybe something's a little bit too good, or something feels really positive and something is going to fall apart here. Just remember that that energy can be spent on how you've overcome things versus what it was. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm going to move on. If you want me to clarify that in any way, just let me know in the comments. And the by the book card is your probable outcome card. I love this. First of all, this is all elephant families are matrifocal. So this is necessarily, to me, sort of female focused. This is female led. This is about female energy. Not that you can't be masculine, or not that you can't have a masculine energy or input. It's just that the energy is so much focused on the family. It's about not just groups as in associations, but people who are really important to you and you're really important to them. And it's also doing things by the book in that sense. It's being the parent, being the guardian, being the taskmaster even, right? Letting people know what is acceptable and what isn't, to you and by you. And you know what? The sooner and the more often that you apply these messages in your world to yourself and to people around you, the sooner people are going to behave this way. So I think it's wonderful that you've gotten to this place as well to know that you deserve not only this type of peace, but a type of order, right? A safe, everyone gets what they need order here, without being taken away from, without, you know, superimposing themselves on someone else, or um, creating issues for anyone else here. There is just a great deal of freedom and knowing that you're on the right track here. So I'm really pleased to see this. And as always, I'm excited to hear back from you. So if any Aries out there has comments to share about this reading for the week, to let me know how it works out for you, please let me know. I'm always genuinely curious to hear how this works out for you. So as promised, let's look at 2 more cards, one from each deck here, and we will wrap up your reading for the week, Aries. Looking, what does Aries need to know on top of this general spread today? All right. Fantastic. Honestly, right? I mean, so we have the spiritual growth card. Listen, it's not your imagination. It really isn't. When I say you've done a lot of work, look at how closely aligned these are. This doesn't come through just reading a book and having a good experience, my dear Aries. This centering, acknowledgement, shedding of fear, getting to the core of what you need, etc., is a lot of effort, and it leads to things like this. So it really does involve a great deal of congratulations for yourself in order to get to this place where you're seeing things from a greater sense, from a higher perspective, if you will. And spiritual growth can absolutely occur because of these things. Getting to the heart of family issues, getting to the heart of the matter, whatever that matter is. Um, Most evident in your life this week, Aries. I really feel like you're going to breathe such a sigh of relief here, and from stemming from a real sense of knowing, real sense of understanding why you're here and how you've made this happen, and probably most importantly, how it feels, how good it feels. So let's get one more card here to wrap this up for you. I love seeing the breathe, spiritual growth, and peace card connected here. Like, come on. That's so cool. So cool. So let's see what we get out of the medicine card tarot here. Sweet. Okay. Really, honestly, not surprised here. We have the wolf. The wolf's keyword is teacher. And the best way I know how to explain this is that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. You know what's beautiful about this, though, Aries? It's reversed. It is a mirror image of itself. When the teacher is ready, the student appears. It goes without saying, as much as you have to learn, you have to teach, and vice versa. So this is a beautiful state of mind to be in, and I also believe it truly does play part and parcel to this extension of the psychological, the spiritual, the emotional growth that you're experiencing here. You simply have to just have your heart and mind open, right? That is really half the battle in getting to the root, to the core of ourselves. And I see this is so evident for you. So just beautiful to see this for you. I really hope that you like it. As I mentioned, let me know how it works out for you. And if you're not already, subscribe to my channel, Aries, because I upload videos for your sign every single week. So until we meet next time, please take good care of yourself, and I will see you then. Bye for now.